organisation if the ban is passed by the EU Parliament this spring, and that we've been working as an organisation. I am always encouraging a commitment to an effective integrated Arctic strategy, one that includes federal departments and agencies, provincial and territorial governments, and Aboriginal organisations, one that is set around a common vision of the Arctic, a vision that nurtures its peoples, respects cultural diversity, and promotes the sustainable development of natural resources. And part of this strategy must be a commitment to implement our land claims agreements promptly and fairly. As the Auditor General has reported to Parliament, the spirit and intent of these agreements are not being lived up to.
簡単ですが、時間がかかります。
She's worth it. You're my good luck charm now, girl.
Yeah, I'm lucky girl.
Yeah. So everyone who had stock in these financial institutions suddenly wanted the money back. And they all demanded it, and of course it was insured. The banks were insured, so they did get their money back, but the banks had insured those mortgage packages that they had purchased by the billions of dollars, and without the stockholders to provide the money, they didn't have that capital to fulfill their continued commitment. Stock prices started to plummet on these financial institutions. With regards to being insured that they could pay back if anybody lost, if the banks lost their ability to pay back on these mortgage packages, then so the United States government decided that to rescue the situation they would have to buy into the banks, and they would also have to save AIG, and they purchased around 80% of AIG was now purchased and owned by the United States government. Other financial houses and institutions, the United States government now controls 50 to 55%. Whereas the United States was once a free market economy, it is no longer that anymore. The repercussions of all this collapse were that a country like Denmark, for instance, went broke because of this. And because banking institutions all across the planet were interconnected with each other, they all suffered. They all suffered the loss. Now what's occurring now is the United States government is buying up these bad mortgages, and there's going to be trillions and trillions of dollars of debt. The government, it is said that the government was in approximately 10 trillion in debt. So as commerce started to come to an end, banks weren't loaning to banks anymore. So to guarantee these mortgage bundles was impossible. They couldn't pay back the money that was owed to the people that they had borrowed it from, which caused literally caused a banking standstill, where institutions were afraid to loan money to other institutions because they feared they weren't getting their money back, or that they would end up losing it. AIG. This was a major insurance company that was started in the United States and had insurance deals throughout the entire world. Now what they had done was they had taken their profits worth billions and billions of dollars, hundreds and billions of dollars, and they had bought these mortgage deals. And that personally ensured that the banks that they had borrowed money from to buy these mortgage deals would be paid back in the event that they went under. But as they lost all their profits, the mortgage deals went under, banks refused to loan AIG any money to back up their regular, day-to-day commitments, and AIG began to collapse. And it had to be rescued by the United States because it was so connected to other banking institutions and financial houses that if AIG went under, then the others would go under as well.